coming straight in. Trust me, I've got...
I've recently been getting big into the UFC again. I'd always watched the big fights, and when I was in high school, I watched a lot more of it, especially GSP and Machida bouts. Lyoto Machida is my favorite fighter ever, but post-high school, I stopped watching as much and only tuned in to the big fights, and that's the way it's been for like the last 12, 15 years maybe, until recently. I've been getting more and more into the UFC, and as such, I've started hating Dana White more and more. I feel like as you pay more attention to this sport, you unfortunately have to pay more attention to this fucking fungus. Now, the obvious that everyone talks about is how he refuses to pay his fighters appropriate wages. And I'm not even here to really dive into this can of worms here. I'll briefly mention it, though, that it is sickening how underpaid the athletes are in the UFC. The only ones making, like, real money are, like, the actual superstars. But, like, their starter contracts of the 12-12, 12 the show, 12 if you win, that should be criminal. Dana White should be in handcuffs right now for that kind of shit. It's fucking disgusting how underpaid UFC athletes are if they're not champions. And it's something Sean O'Malley mentioned as well.
Invincible fans are losing their minds over Williams' voice actor being replaced, but did anybody else notice that Robot is a new voice actor as well?
This is the movie Jack Black regretted being in. Shallow Hal is the movie in question, one that was criticized and pretty controversial time for poking fun at fat people. Jack Black looked back with disdain, saying, "I had an opportunity to work with some dudes I thought were really funny, but it didn't turn out as I'd hoped." Jack said in 2006, "I wasn't proud of it, and I got paid a lot of money, so in retrospect, it feels like a sellout." But what do you think of Shallow Hal? Is it a misunderstood classic, or is Black right? Let me know below. This is the movie Jack Black regretted.
Black Panther. Love that movie. Love that movie so much. Amazing soundtrack, cinematically beautiful. Great.
Sure. Disagree with you on a lot of those points, Leia.
You don't like Black Panther?
No, not really.
Black Panther. Love that movie. Love that movie so much. Amazing soundtrack, cinematically beautiful. Great.
Sure. Disagree with you on a lot of those points, Leia.
You don't like Black Panther?
No, not really.
Black Panther. Love that movie. Love that movie so much. Amazing soundtrack, cinematically beautiful. Great.
Sure. Disagree with you on a lot of those points, Leia.
I asked AI what dead celebrities would look like if they're still alive today, so let's try to guess. I have no idea. Just like a standard old white guy. I don't know. Elvis. Okay, I guess. Alright, that's definitely Michael Jackson. I guess he wouldn't be too old if he was still alive, right? Maybe in his 60s. That's pretty spot on. Yep, cool. No idea. Somebody in music. Maybe Ray Charles? I don't think he's alive anymore. Oh, Biggie Smalls. Okay, would he really be that old? Maybe 60, I guess? Alright, going off of that, this must be Tupac, right? Tupac would not be that old, though, right? Okay. But yeah, no, he's like 20 years too old here. Who is this?
I don't know.
Looks like a politician. Kind of looks like Tulsi Gabbard. I actually have no clue, though. Selena. Oh, yeah. All right. Another standard white guy. Maybe this is John Lennon? No, Freddie Mercury.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a